Hi friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be playing with some new makeup products. I have quite a bit of new makeup releases in front of me. I have some really good products. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We have a new eyeshadow palette to play with, and this one is from Beauty Bay. This is the Beauty Bay Botanical palette. This palette is not what I expected it to be. I just wish there was a little bit more deepening shades in here, but the shimmers are calling my name. Any 20 pan Beauty Bay palette that you see, they're always limited edition. They're never permanent palettes. If you ever see a 20 pan palette that you want and you're like, oh, I'm gonna wait for it, I will say these never stay on the website that long. But of course, if you don't pick it up, I'm pretty sure you probably can dupe any of their palettes in your collection. I'm gonna see what we're gonna do. I kept the eye look a little bit more simple. So I'm gonna start off with this shade called Clay. I actually was not expecting this to show up as much, but it actually shows up really nicely. Then I'm taking Eggplant. I feel like this is the perfect name for this shadow because it literally looks like an eggplant. And I love these two colors together. They're so pretty. Going back into Clay and just re-intensifying and blending those edges. It's a very simple and easy look. I also feel like the look that I created, if you aren't really into color and you like to keep it neutral, I feel like this is a nice introduction to color. Then I'm taking Quartz right here and I'm popping Quartz in the outer corner, just tapping it. Outer corner here, very pretty shade. And then I'm taking some of Waterfall, and this is that shadow that you see all over the lid. So I'm just putting this in the inner corner and the middle. This is such an easy look, and I literally use 4 shadows and 2 brushes and my fingers. 2 simple blending brushes like this and your finger, and you're good to go. You have a completed eyeshadow look. I have a feeling this just might be a more companion palette because, like I said, like this is the only deep shade in the palette. And this one's, yeah, this is the only deep shade in the palette. Moving on to the face. I have used this once before on my channel, but I want to use it again. This is the One Size Oil Sucker Primer. I've been using this off camera, and when I tell you, this is perfect if you have oily skin. I have skin prep on right now, so my face looks kind of wet. It looks kind of like glowy and dewy. So I'm literally going to show you what this primer does, and you really do not need a lot of this. You do have to work fast with this, but I'm going to show you on one side of my face just how this is going to literally instantly mattify the skin. It is so good. Instant mattifying, and you really do not need a lot. I'm telling you, you need like this much. We'll cover your whole face. I love this primer. I'm telling you, for the summertime, this is a staple. I have been loving this concealer from Danessa Myricks in the shade 12. It is so good. It does have more of like a soft matte kind of finish to it, but it is so good. I've been biting my lip, and now it's kind of like, it's kind of bruised right here, which I am not happy about. So yeah, ignore that. I just got my hands on this brush right here. This is the Hourglass concealer brush, and wow, it is so good. Oh my gosh, it's such a good brush. I was very hesitant to buy it because Hourglass brushes are pricey. They are so pricey, but everyone raves about them and they say they're so good. And I was like, I want to try that brush. I really want to try that brush, and I'm very happy that I got it because the way that this just blends out concealer, I love that it has a lot of bristles as well, but I just feel like this brush is so good. Like, it just seamlessly blends out that concealer so nicely. Also, I will say with this concealer from Danessa, I've had minimal creasing. Very minimal creasing. So I don't know what she put in this formula, but when I tell you, she did her thing with this concealer. She really did. It is so good. Let's get into the blushes, okay? I actually have quite a few new blushes, and I really was like, which ones do I want to use? I kind of really want to use the Hourglass blushes. I also have the Rhode blushes, but I don't really know if these shades are gonna go with the vibe, but the Hourglass blushes I have really, really been loving. I think for my look today, I wanna go in with this one. I've been loving this one. This is the one I've been gravitating to the most. It's the shade Craft. Now, these are super, super tiny, very tiny for the price, but a little bit goes a long way, and it also has like a drop situation here, and I like to just do 2 drops. That's literally all that I need, and then if I need to build it up, I definitely will. But I love this, especially because this does go over powder, and it looks so good on top of powder. But I'm gonna just do it on an unset face first, just so you all can see how it looks on an unset face. And then I am gonna put it on top of powder as well. But just look at how pretty this is. I would kind of describe this almost as like a watercolor kind of blush, where it's sheer, but it's buildable and it packs a punch. Like, it's so interesting. And I've also never really tried a formula like this one. I really like the component that it's in. I didn't think that I would. I just thought it would be a lot harder to work with, you know, and I thought it would be super, super sheer and I'd have to use so much of the product, but I was very surprised when I tried this out, and this is what it gave me. And this is Hourglass. Just hope that they keep this same energy, this same inclusive shade range with their powder blushes and also with their Christmas palettes. I really, really hope, because this release, like, how are they gonna top this release? That's where I'm at right now. I love this blush a lot. I've been reaching for it every time I do my makeup. I have nothing bad to say about these blushes. They are very good. I did place an order from Beauty Bay and picked up some new powders. Trigwell. I have tried these powders before. I had a different shade, but the shade was a little bit too dark. Whenever I would use it to set my concealer, it would darken my concealer, so I picked up lighter shades. I picked up the shade 3, which is perfect. I tried this one out yesterday. Perfect. And then we have pink, and pink is their newest color, and I want to use pink today. Is that crazy? I want to use pink today. I don't know if I'm going to ruin my look. Love their powder puffs as well. I picked these up on Beauty Bay. I just feel like pink powder definitely does add that brightness under the eyes, but I don't use pink powder with every single look. It has to be the right look. I feel like this might be one of those colors that deepens my concealer, and it's not really adding that brightness that I was hoping for. I'm going to take some of the shade 3 that I picked up. This is lighter of a color, almost like banana, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face with this. I also picked up this setting powder from the Beauty Crop, but I feel like it's too light. It's the shade Light Banana, and I'm wondering if I use a little bit of this under the eyes to kind of add that brightness back. Oh, it is very light, but maybe I can kind of bake with this one and see how it works as like a baking powder. Oh my gosh. Oh, I do not like that. Hold on. Let's, that powder, that Beauty Crop powder is a no. I think I somewhat fixed it. Did finish up my lower lash line. I just took the purple and put it on the lower lash. Added some mascara. I feel like the look is coming together. I can use a little bit more blush, so I am going to take another dot of this Hourglass blush. I'm going to put it on top of powder so you all can see just how good this looks on top of powder. So I'm just going to saturate my brush. If you're curious about the brush I'm using, this is the Makeup by Mario F4 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes ever, but look at this on top of powder. It is so good on top of powder. And I usually am not one to put like a liquid or a cream on top of powder, but you can do it with these. Usually I would just take like a powder blush on top, but lately I haven't even been doing that. Let's move on to the lips. I have a ton of new lip products that I really want to try with you guys. So I did try the new Fenty gloss sticks yesterday, and I love these. Oh, they're so good. I went to my Sephora to pick up the lip liners, and they didn't have them in stock. They were completely sold out, which I was like, you know what? I don't even know why I thought they would be in stock, but I did. Fenty's usually in stock. They don't usually sell out in stores, but I was shook. All the lighter shades of these was sold out too. I didn't get to get all the shades that I wanted, so I picked up Spice Cold and Fenty Glow. Spice Cold was actually not on my wish list, but when I saw it in person and I swatched it, I was like, whoa. Let's start off with Spice Cold. Now, these are not as glossy as the glosses, but they still have shine to them. And they're still very, very beautiful. This is definitely the color I feel like I'm going to use the most. It is so pretty and so glossy. It's like literally like a wet gloss stick. It's so good. And it does have that OG Gloss Bomb scent to it. It smells so good. I love these. These are so good. I definitely want to pick up more. But this one is Spice Cold. Next we have Fenty Glow. And I actually want to compare Fenty Glow Stick to the gloss because I feel like the colors are very different. And I feel like the stick form is a lot lighter than the gloss version. Oh, look at that. I feel like the gloss version is a lot more warm, whereas the stick version is a lot more lighter. So when I put it on yesterday, I was like, oh, this is a lot lighter than I thought. But for a nice nude lip combo, it's very pretty. But just don't expect it to look like the gloss version of Fenty Glow. These are rough swatches, so do not judge it too hard. But this one is Fenty Glow. These right here are from Naturium. This is their new summer collection, and this is my favorite lip balm formula at the drugstore. They're $10 each and they're so good. What I really love about this collection is not only is it bright, but they smell like what they're named after, and I love that. This is the first time Naturium has done anything like that because usually their lip balms smell like, you know, vanilla. But I love these. I did already swatch all of these and I am going to go ahead and pop it up on the screen for you so you can take a look at these shades and let me know what you think. Which one's your favorite? Let me know. These are unfortunately only available on the Naturium website. I definitely feel like my favorite shade has to be strawberry. And then my second favorite is mango. They all smell and taste just like the fruit that they're named after. So I love that touch. But this is such a fun collection for summer. I will say you really don't get that much product in these though. They already look empty, but just keep that in mind. I've only used these once and they already are kind of empty. I've actually finished a couple of the other Naturium shades. But I do love the formula and they are still affordable. We have new shades of Effortless Lips from Revie Beauty. If you're not familiar with Revie Beauty, this is Allie Glines' makeup brand. If you're not familiar with Allie Glines, she's a beauty YouTuber here on YouTube and I absolutely love her. They did send these over to me in PR. I actually already have the 3 shades that she first launched, which is Dahlia, Lily, and Tulip. So I'm going to sit these to the side. They did send over more. We have 3 new shades for summer. We have Peony, Poppy, and Rose. So I definitely want to give these a try. It's a really nice everyday lip formula. It's very lightweight and thin. It feels like a lip balm. You can build it up to have pigment. Packaging, really nice and sleek. So we have Peony right here. Now all of these, I definitely will have to use a lip liner. This is very pretty. I like that shade. We have Poppy here. See, they're all really sheer, but if you go on with another layer, you can definitely build them up. And this one is Rose, which is beautiful. Wow. Look at that. Very, very pretty. I think I want to go in with probably the first one. I want to use this today. I'm actually going to use the new Makeup Forever lip liner in Limitless Brown. Oh, this is so pretty. Wow. I like this color. Oh, this color is so pretty. Wow, these lip products that have been coming out lately are so nice. And this looks like the perfect everyday lip color. And like I said, this is a buildable lip formula. So if you want to build it up, you absolutely can. But I feel like this is the perfect amount of pigment for me personally. It's the shade Peony. It's very pretty. I like this one. I think this might actually be my favorite shade. This might be my favorite shade. I think it's very, very pretty. We have another Beauty Crop product. A little bit disappointed in that setting powder, but we're going to try this mist. I've heard really good things about their setting mist. I feel like this is one of the products they're known for is all of their mists and their primers. So this one is the Pore Filter Mattifying Mist. It has niacinamide, green tea, and hyaluronic acid. It does say to shake this. That smells very good and very refreshing. Really nice mister. It's also alcohol free. I really do want to get into their mist. Hopefully I like how this holds up my makeup, but it is a mattifying mist, so if you don't want your makeup to look matte, they have more like dewy, glowy sprays as well. Now, I do have this release right here. It is a new body mist from Fleur. It is coconut skin, and this smells delicious. I'm still really trying to pinpoint what this smells like. If you like coconut, this smells very good. It does have like this almost like a sugary kind of smell to it, but it's still very gourmand. So good. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I would love to know your thoughts on all these products. Is anything on your wish list? Have you tried these products? Let your girl know down below, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.